Good morning, everyone. We're back in the wood yard. The last video I made, we were cleaning out this area, and we got a little burn pile going, but so far it's nice and clean. We're going to put all of our machines back, start some firewood today. I got my Pro MPX pulled out. We washed it, blew it off, greased it. I greased this machine and my conveyor probably every 10 hours or once a week. So it depends on how much we use it when I grease it. Also, the Kubota gets greased pretty often. I try to keep it greased with my machines. So Robert, you can see he's putting on a new grease fitting.
Taking the old out,
putting a new one in. So we're going to be working on some orders for my customers that buy early. These customers that we're delivering to today, one is a repeat customer. The other one is a new one. They are buying now to get ready for next season. So we're going to get them taken care of today. And then hopefully we're going to start getting this bottom area ready for the firewood pile. So last year was the first year we put down a bunch of firewood to sell as seasoned. We had enough time, enough logs, and the machines to actually put it down. So it was a lot of hard work, but we kind of know what we have to do this year to get ready for it again. So we have the Pro MPX that we use the smaller, straighter logs for. And then we have our Alpha 6 that we use the bigger logs for. The Alpha 6, the Pro MPX is a little more convenient. It cuts the logs, it splits it. We have to cut our logs into blocks for the Alpha 6. The Alpha 6 is wonderful. And it really does a really good job with the bigger blocks and the bigger logs. So I'll show you the two different piles we have, for one for the Pro MPX and one for the Alpha 6. And this past year, you know, if you don't know, Robert does tree removal, so we've been able to get our own logs from him doing that. But this year we've had to outsource, bring in some more logs from some local loggers around town. So a lot of these logs, like let me turn it around. So a lot of these logs down here that we're going to use for the Pro MPX were brought in from a local logger. Our big pile for the Alpha 6, most of that was saved from Robert's tree removal. So we've got a lot of different sources we get our wood from. And that's just kind of what we have to do. We just keep getting busier. We have to bring in more logs. So I'll show you the different piles and what they're used for. Okay, these are our bigger logs that Robert will have to cut into blocks for our Alpha 6. So you can see they're very large, not exactly straight. So this is, we did this last year. We had a pile for the Alpha 6 that Robert had to cut into blocks. So this is our firewood. It's already been cut. It's starting to dry. Not, you know, not completely dry, but it'll be good for our seasoned firewood pile. These are our logs that we use for the Pro MPX. You can see they're straight, they're smaller. We got to move all these around. Once we move all these around, we can get that pile in the back kind of squared away. I've gotten most of the wood out of it, but it's just a lot of debris that we got to burn. So that's kind of the plan for today, is to get some wood split, get all these logs moved around so that we can have this area cleaned out and ready for when we start on the seasoned wood pile.